This coaching clinic this afternoon, we have 3 outstanding coaches, NBA coaches, and I'll introduce them as we go along. The idea of the clinic is for you to take some information home which you can use to coach your players and give them better opportunities. The clinics are going to be of tremendous value, and it's important that I mention 2 things. One is the drills and things that are shown here will also be helpful for the players when they practice on their own on rims or baskets that are around your communities or in your particular homes. It's important for players to be able to do this work on their own away from practice sessions, particularly shooting. The best shooters around the world have always worked on their own outside of the normal practice times that they would have with their teams. The second thing is, when you're coaching juniors, young kids, it's best to teach juniors below the age of 14 man-to-man defense first. Around the world, the basis of all defense is man-to-man defense. And so when you're teaching the younger ones to play, it's good for you to teach them to play man-to-man defense from the age of 14 years all the way down to 9, 10-year-olds. And that way you set them up for being able to handle all the basketball possibilities that will come their way later on. So there are a couple of things to keep in mind as we're running through this clinic. My name's Patrick Hunt. I'm president of the FIBA Basketball World Association of Basketball Coaches. And our first coach this afternoon is Micah Nori, who's an assistant coach with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Would you please welcome Coach Nori?
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. What we're going to talk about, or what I'm going to talk about, is offense, and more specifically, early offense. What we want to get into with our open, we call it open, is that it's an offensive system. It is not an offensive play. And why that is good is because a lot of times nowadays, the best way to score is in transition and when the clock is early in the clock, not late, all right? And what happens is a lot of times, if we don't have an offensive system that is an early attacking the clock system, guards will get the ball, they're going to look at the coach, they're going to wait for you to make a play call, whatever it may be, and then we're going to walk up and play against a set defense. So what open is for us is attacking the clock early. And the mentality is make or miss. If the clock is moving, we are moving. So on a make, whoever's closest, we'll go through all this, we'll get it out, and we're going. On a miss, the same thing. We get it, and we're going. It's not just fast-paced, rush it up and shoot it. No, it is an organized system that, number 1, we're looking for throw-ahead layups. Number 2, we're looking for rim runs by our first big, post-ups. And if that doesn't happen for us, it's going to put us in the proper spacing to get us drive and kick 3 opportunities. The other thing it's going to do is it's very simple with our spacing, where we're going to have the corners filled, you're going to have the high slots, one of those 2 filled, and then the 2 dunkers. And that creates spacing, which creates a share the floor, share the ball mentality for our players. And with that proper spacing, you will see where passes are, and there's enough space where if we get a drive and the defense has to collapse, where those kickouts will be. Okay? So number 1, it's an offensive system. It negates play calls, and we can all benefit from it and use it and play to the player's strengths. And right now, I will show you with our players how we get into it. If I could have our 5. Yep, we're going to go this way. We're just going to start here, though. Start down low. We'll end up this way. So the rules, we have 5 guys on the floor. The first thing, if we just stay right here, all right? Ball goes up. Let's say the point guard gets it. The first big, 4 or 5, it does not matter. The first big, you will rim run. All right? 1, just 1. Yep, you go straight to the rim. All right, hold right there. The wings, whoever gets it can push. 1, 2, 3, or 4 can push. Whatever wings don't get it, You run wide looking for layups. As you drive, dribble, you're on this side. The first thing we want to do, hold right here. The first thing we want to do is look to throw it ahead. If we throw it ahead, you attack and you go shoot a layup. Perfect. All right? Come back. Ball right here. As he's pushing, as we're running for layups, if we do not get it, get to the corner. You get to the corner. First big rim run. You're still you'll be trailing. You want to go right and put your head right in front of the rim, and you want to look, if this defender's here, you want to seal me, and now if you can throw it in here, throwing the ball, you finish. All right? The big, as the big is here, and he posts up, and you don't like it, right? Now, you go weak side dunker. So you would be right here, right here. All right? The last big, the trail big, the point guard has got to declare. We don't want to come down the middle of the floor. We want to declare a slot. So if he's in this slot, the trail big will flow right in, right here. Remember what we first talked about. There's a box here, box in the corner, slot, and then we call these the dunker. This is dunker spacing. And so now you see all this space for our point guard or the handler to create. All right? So we talked about the throw ahead layup. We talk about the rim run. If we don't get those, we flow right into this spacing, and the first thing you want to do is try to beat your guy. So if you go around me, you look for layups, but here's what's going to happen. As you drive here, if he drives this way, all you're going to do is circle right here, freeze it, because if he comes to help, you might have the drop there. But the reason why we have to circle up as the ball comes this way is so now we can get that corner kick. All right? This is what happens with the drive and kick. The most important thing we talked about, we said share the floor, share the ball. Once you share the ball, you have to decide which way you're going to go. All right? Let's say that if he were to pass it and you went this way, that's fine. If he has it and drives, again, if you see him coming, you've got to cut through. If you want to be opposite the ball, you cut through, you would go to the corner, and just like he already did, we have not talked about the offense at all, but because of the spacing, because of the 6 spots we talked about that need to be filled, he already knows if this guy's coming to take the corner, I have to move up into my space here. And now, exactly the way that we started is where we are right now, okay? Now, let's say that you have it, and when you drive, if you drive to the middle, if he drives to the middle, we want you to circle under. Yep. And now 2 reasons why is that. As the ball's coming here, if he drives and I stay here, one guy can guard us both. But as we circle back to our other spot or box, you might be able to drop that off there to him late as you come down, or you'll have kicks there. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand? So again, the first thing we're looking for is the throw ahead to the wing, attack the clock for a layup. The second thing we look for is the big rim running, and he looks to seal. If he doesn't get it, he goes opposite the ball. The guard, the push guard, and why we don't say the 1 or the 2 or the 3 or the 4 or the point guard, we call it a push guard, because if 2 rebounds it, then 1 has to fill a lane with 3. If 3 rebounds it, then 1 and 2 are out running. What we're trying to eliminate is you rebound it, you've got the 1 standing here, the 2 standing there, the 3 there, all waiting for the ball. No, run. And the more we run and the more we look for throw-aheads, then we are scoring and attacking the clock. And again, what this does is it negates the reason for play calls all the time. And then as coaches, you don't have to look over. The point guard gets it. What we got? Oh, we got floppy, fist up, whatnot. Okay? The one difference, if the 5 rebounds, so in the 5 rebounds, the 2 and the 3 are gone. All right? So 2 and 3 are gone. The 1 will get the rebound. Now, let's say, you say, all right, well, what if both bigs are down low? And these guys are gone. You don't get it. So run and then get to the corners as we go. So now, we don't want to wait for anybody. So we push. So now what we have is 2 trail bigs. In this case, we now get to 5-out spacing. So the same thing, we're here, you're good in the corner, and these guys are better than anybody we have on our NBA team. The corner, this is the corner. For some reason in the NBA, all our guys want to stop right here, all right? So it is very, very important when you set this up, if on your courts or whatnot, if you can have a piece of tape and just mark the corner, the slot area, the dunker, that will really help them understand their spacing to get where they need to be. So now there's no difference. The only thing we've got is that if we have 2 trail bigs, and Coach Pierce is going to follow up with some of the things that you can get into as far as actions out of this spacing. But from a drive and kick standpoint, same thing. As we drive here, all right, go ahead. Let's say you kick it. You can work your way down. The same way, which way are you going? If you go this way, then be ready. Yep, we cut. Go ahead, drive, freeze, come back. So this is the toughest one for bigs. As he's driving to the middle is when you want to start to circle under. And now, the other thing that this will do, so as he's circling under and you're driving, there's a defender here. We call this heavy nail, which is early pass, easy pass. So go right there. And all that is get back up to your high X. If the nail defender's here, you drive at me, it's automatic. It's automatic. And your job is to be in a stance, shot ready. You can go and catch, or if they rotate out of a corner, which we don't normally do in the NBA, but whatnot, you have that extra pass there. But the big thing and the main thing, if you keep anything or take anything from this, is the proper spacing. Because the thing that's great about it is, there's really nothing wrong as long as you respace the floor and make sure that 5 of those 6 boxes are filled. And preferably, at least 4 on the perimeter, and then the 1 guy in the dunker, okay? So now what we'll do, we'll come back, we'll show you how we can drill this. So what we'll do is, as we circle up, if the 5 gets it, I want him to throw it to the 1, okay? And everybody else is running. If 2, 3, or 4 gets it, you can push. That means the 1 goes. The first thing we want, whoever we get it, if 5 gets it, throws the 1, we want to throw it ahead to get that throw ahead layup, all right? As soon as it gets in there, we're going to come back, get it out of bounds, throw it to the 1. The first big is going to rim run. We want to get the seal catch, and then we'll finish back down there with the drive and kick. All right? So the first one is the throw ahead. So all you guys just circle up, go in a circle, 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 circle. Go get it. Whoever gets it, good. All right? Good. Rim run. Throw ahead. Layup. Good. Get it out, big. You rim run. You rim run. Now throw it ahead. Rim run. Hit the rim runner. Whoa. Stop. It's okay. Stop. 4 or 5. Remember, 4 or 5. First big, you go right to the rim. Otherwise, he's going to be running all day long. So to show that, come back. Come back. You're good right here. So you go right to the rim. Go ahead. Go. All right. Boom. Seal. Throw it into him. Score the ball. Score it. Good. Now, take it out. Now we get into drive and kick. So go ahead. Enter it. You run. You run. You don't get it. All right. Freeze. Stop. Yep. Hold, 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 hold. You made the right decision. We don't want to come up the middle of the floor. So you got to declare a side. You declare a side like you did, which was good. Now freeze right here. If you don't get it, where do you go? Right? And now we're corner, corner, slot, dunker. Right? What this does, it'll create opportunities. And again, Coach Pierce will get into some of the things we can do other than just drive and kick. He'll get into the DHOs. You get into drag screen. You can follow and play, chase. So what it does is, again, there's going to be all types of things we can do and run out of this without calling a play that the defense can come back and sit on. Make sense? So again, to get started, that's the way we implement it. The very first thing, to get them to run, throw ahead, wing finish, rim run, get the seal, finish. And then the last one, once we get into this, all right, here's what we've got. We got to touch the paint 3 times. So this will be 1, we pass it, we relocate, the paint got to get to the paint, kick it out. It'll be 3 times before we get a shot. Again, it will be a little clunky. This is the first time we're doing it. But just remember, make sure you're going dunker to dunker, right? You guys make sure these 4 spots are filled up, all right? So this would be the last thing. Go ahead, drive and kick it. Good. Relocate. Hold. Here's the other thing too. It's okay. Like that. Let's say that 2 guys cut. We don't care when you cut or how many people cut. Reason I say that, if you're standing and you think you should have cut, you already should have. The only thing you have to do is, if you're going to cut, finish it. Because, end of the day, ball over there. Come back over here, please. Come here. Let's say you're right here. Okay? Same thing. He's over there. Let's just say that when he finished, we're like this. If we see 3 guys, what do you think you should do? Go. Yep. Cut. Again, the reason why the middle guy cuts, he's not in the corner. He's not in the slot. There's an extra box over there. He makes a scoring cut. He finishes. And then we're right back into our spacing. Okay? So one more time now with the drive and kick. Again, you initiate it. You can go to the middle. This is the toughest for the big because you're constantly moving here. Make sense? All right, here we go. Good? Good? Now, here's what you can do. If you see him go that way, where you can go? You can pull all the way over right here. And then if you don't have a drive, he have a pass, and then we drive. Make sense? Again, you guys feel like you're not doing what I want you to do, you 100% are. There's no wrong or right. All it is, the only thing that is wrong is to stand, all right, not on an X and be ready to play. And number 2, not to make sure after you pass the ball to relocate. Does that make sense? All right, let's come back down one more time. Same way, we circle up. So listen, if 5 gets it, we throw it to the 1. 1, 2, 3, or 4, and there may be guys, you might have 2 bigs, you're 4 and 5, who you feel cannot handle or push. That is fine. Then you just let them know you find the point guard. If 4 or 5 gets it, then that's when our 1 will stay back and get the outlet and 2 or 3 are gone. But if 1, 2, 3, or 4 are capable and they get it, they will push. All right? Yep, we're going to go the same thing. So we're going to go layup, throw ahead layup, come back rim run, we'll finish drive and kick. All right? Here we go. Circle it up. Good. 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 Throw ahead, layup. Good. Get it out. Push up, rim run. You rim run. This is you. Rim run. Seal. There you go. Good. Rim run. Throw it in. Good. Get it out. Now we don't have either. So you rim run. We don't have the throw ahead. Perfect. Get opposite. Yep. And now we're driving kick. Boom. Pass. Pass. Good. Perfect. Good. 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 Here's another thing. That's great. The way we got into it. Ball right here. You're there. You went through. There's nothing wrong. If you get to this dunker and you're like this, smalls, bigs, you can stay here. You just have to read the man in front of you. And what that means is if he backs out, and nope, all you're doing is you see that one's full, you can be ready to cut right through. Okay? So again, if you hold the dunker, that is fine. You want to make sure that our spots are filled. And the very most important thing is we are running when the clock is going. We are looking to share the ball, throw it ahead. And remember to tell your guys, the pass is much faster and quicker and more efficient than the dribble. And the thought that we tell them is just like we said when you come to the nail, if you get 2 people on you, you've done your job, pass the ball. And what you'll find is you will get a lot of pass, pass drives, and pass, pass shots. And what you will generate is layups, rim run post-ups, corner threes, and then drive and kick shots, which are the shots that people want. And then you don't always have to shoot threes. You can shoot in the range at what your players are capable of shooting. And as they work on their game and get better and get more range, they can then deepen out. All right? So that essentially is the early offense system. Again, Coach Pierce will pick up on some of the things we can do out of that. It's going to go 2-on-1. So you're going to shoot it. Go ahead, shoot it. All right? Now, you two get it. You're back. And we're not going to not sprint through it, but we'll go, come on. Now, you guys stay. You stay. You guys stay. It's 2-on-1 right here. So we got 2-on-1. Freeze it. In the 2-on-1, the most important thing in the 2-on-1 is we have to make this guy make a decision. So I'm thinking layup. I am thinking layup until he stops me. If he stops me, then I've got pass there, okay? We shoot. Now, as soon as, let's say you make it. As soon as you make it, you two back on defense. You're in. You're in. Now we go back. It's 3-on-2. Good. Good. Yes. Freeze. Again. Oh, stop. 3-on-2, 2-on-1, 4-on-3s. We don't need a good shot. We should get a great shot. And you guys spaced it out, and that's exactly what we've got. So now, after they shoot, next two, you're back. You guys are back on D. You're on. You're on. Now we go 4-on-3. Go. Okay. All right, shot. Go ahead, shoot it. All right, now 5-on-4. You four back, you two come on, and now we go back 5-on-4. We still should get a great shot. Good. Good. Get to your spaces. Good. All right. Freeze. You see right there, especially when you get to the 5-on-4, and just a little bit we did, you can see you guys trying to get to the corners and get to the slot and have a rim runner, and you see the space it creates, especially when there's only 4 guys defending. If you have proper spacing, there's no way, especially when they're down a man, should they be able to stop us from getting a good shot. And that is why when we get it out with pace and we get it up the floor, we're not looking for just quick, random shots. We're looking to get into proper spacing and get our shots, great shots. Last thing, after that shot goes up, then we go down 5-on-5. And then coaches, you can play 1 possession of 5-on-5, 2, 3, 4. You can play as much as you want, but it's a way to get some scrimmaging in, but also building up your odd man breaks, which is your 2-on-1, your 3-on-2, your 4-on-3, your 5-on-4, which should help with some of the decision making and the spacing and realizing that when we get to these spots, especially when we are up a man offensively, we will get great, not good shots. Okay? Thank you, guys. Thank you.
FIBA, the World Association of Basketball Coaches, I'd like to thank you for the work you do in providing tremendous opportunities for the young people of Rwanda to play basketball. Sport is such a wonderfully unifying part of our society, and it relies on people such as yourselves, volunteers, that give up extraordinary amounts of time to work, teach the kids and the players fundamentals so they can enjoy the game more and get a greater sense out of playing. And at the end of the day, team sports produce good citizens, and good citizens make good people, and good people make for a better world. So the work you do in providing that sort of assistance to the young players is invaluable. So we thank you very much for the work you do as volunteer assistant coaches, and it's greatly appreciated throughout the continent and indeed throughout the world. So thanks again. Murakazi Chan.